the organization of global young beings. And still we may see the youth wing of Apgn, now we are officially, you know. So 20% mean, I understand the argument from Pakistan and the Australians, the New Zealanders and the Taiwanese. But still, Apgn, on behalf of Apgn and as an individual I prefer having 20%. Still, 20 out of 0 is 0. But it's a, you know, it's a way you can show your kind of, how do you say, your respect or your relationship. It's a way you can state your relationship with young beings, because we as young people, we put a lot of energy behind the movement. You know, so even though we are not dedicated in Apgn, there is a certain amount of energy from young people who's in, how do you say, the energy from young people is very important for the progressive performance of Apgn. So why not 20% for young beings?
Thank you. But can you just explain, does Apgn formally exist?
Yeah, it formally exists.
Thank you.
Just a minute, can I just go to Mongolia very brief in less than a minute?
Yes, but today we are coming all the Green South Pacific members. If the full member make a decision, it would be closed meeting. While we are sitting and hearing how some full member discussing and making some decision, we also should have right to say our opinion about this, what happened in our city in the next 5 years. And example, today's young Greens, not your age, for 15 or 13, 14 years. Today's young Greens is very educated, very powerful people. They can make own business, manage own themselves. You shouldn't think like 20th century, you should think in future. What could bring young Greens if they're in our field with us? I think the Filipinos begin thinking because the now experience of young people. We are Mongolian Greens now, how powerful young Greens. That's why we are giving our place free for the young generation. Young people, powerful, educated people. That's why we are staying and saying, okay, our time was finished. We are going back. Should go new people. I followed in Asia Pacific development 10 years. Each year, each time I'm meeting the same people. No new people, no new generation. How you want to survive? That's the point. Today in our European Green, they're talking about 3-3. 30% for young, 30% active politicians, 30% 60 plus. It is very democratic way of thinking. We should take example for advantage, activity. Why Green Party Mongolia successful in the election? Because we could bring new people, new generation. The young people makes advertisement. Young people brings new idea, new vote. That's why it must be thinking in case of young Greek very closely, very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mongolia. Well, I will just take one more opinion from the young people, from the audience. Simon,
I just
want to go. That's very briefly, please.
I just have an answer for Alyssa. I think you had a question about just a decision. Yeah. So Alyssa had a question about a decision being made about the structure of the organisation. So for everybody's, I don't think we made a decision on this proposal. Okay, we didn't make a decision on this proposal. We didn't discuss it. Sorry, we didn't make a decision on this proposal. We didn't discuss it. But in terms of the structure of the organisation, we have a structure now. We have a agreed structure, a sort of a constituting document, something like a rules document. It's we have an initial coordinating group that has been set up, as well as some initial plans for action over the next year for the young Greens. So there are things that are being done, and there is a structure set up. So if there was money available, there would be a way it could be it could be used. It's not like we don't have a structure that would be able to use this money now. There is definitely one that has been set up in the last couple of days, and a coordinating group that's been set up as well. So that's to answer your question.
Thank you, Simon. Now, before I come to the full members back again, hearing those young people, the opinion of young people, does any member here change their opinion or use procrastination? Okay, quickly.
I just had a quick chat with the Philippines and Australia, who I think have the strongest stance on this. I think the Philippines is concerned with recognition of the principle, and the Australians are concerned with that this would make it difficult to raise money for specific events. I would suggest that we put this on hold, because those 2 points of view are not contradictory. I'd suggest that particularly Philippines and Australia and others go away and see if we can come up with a set of words that we could bring back later, and that we look at approving the rest of the rules now, rather than spending more time on that.
Thank you, New Zealand. Can I go to Philippines? What do you have any opinion on that?
But at this point, we're open to actually amend our proposed amendment, only to accommodate some...
Australia, are you okay with that? So decided to amend the article and not the percentage. Okay, so we come with a common proposal for that then. So
can we just decide it now? We can just place a proportion of the share of the budget of the APGN shall be dedicated to support the operation and program of the APGN. In other words, there is already a commitment to share to the APGN without any percentages. That might probably just hold up.
Okay, thank you, Philippines. Pakistan, you had some...
Sorry.
Yes. Do you still want to say something? Pakistan, you want to have still want to have some opinion on that proposed amendment?
I'm quite happy that we are going to some common stand on this amendment, because one side we really want to empower our young people, and the other side we also look after our logistic issues and our budgetary problems. But I'm really happy that the Philippines are now agreed to amend and change. So hopefully we will get much better.
Okay, thank you. Japan, is there like that? They have agreed to propose the amendments. Amend the proposal.
So I think the young people needs the support. So we concept that, but the real thing, APGN doesn't have amount of money. So how about 20% they lead, and with that a certain amount of...
Is there?
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Korean? So I think we just need to change the wording, but we accept the inclusion of the article, but we just need to change the language there.
Excellent opinion, but I have a quick mathematical question. What is the amount of annual budget currently for 2010? Zero?
There's zero money.
Okay.
Yeah, this is money. Well, the Philippines and Australia have agreed to amend the article, so that's the conclusion, I think, right? Australia.
Propose an amendment to the amendment. One of our concerns is that we can't raise money, for example, for participation in these congresses, as Elliot explained before. If we include the word after and programs and participation, it means we can dedicate, for example, whatever proportion is decided from Congress money to support that number of young people to the Congress. So I'm proposing, to add and participation.
Okay, I read the amended proposal here. A proportion of the annual budget of the APGN shall be dedicated to support the operations, program and participation of the APYGN.
Philippines. Are you happy with that?
Yes.
Is there like all delegates
We're happy with that.
with that?